Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. We are going to continue on with our watermelon unit. We will be finishing this unit at the end of this week, so we have 3 more days that we are going to look at our story about watermelons and complete a few different activities. Make sure that you have your vocabulary board with you, and it looks like this. Make sure we try to use this while we're reading or after we're reading to communicate some of the things that we're talking about. All right, so we are going to go ahead and review our story again. The title of our story is Watermelons by Krista Joy. Remember, Krista Joy is our author. She wrote the words in our story. I love watermelons. They are juicy and sweet. Watermelons are perfect for a picnic. Watermelons are a fruit that grow in the summer. Watermelons grow on a vine. Remember, this here is the vine that the watermelon grows on. Watermelons start out as a flower. So if we look back at the page before, we see a flower here. So this is where a watermelon starts out as it grows on the vine, and then you see the flower, and then that eventually makes a watermelon. Then a small green fruit will grow where the flower used to be. So just like I showed you, this is the small green fruit that's growing from where the flower used to be. It takes a long time for a watermelon to mature. They will grow for almost 85 days before they are ready to be picked and eaten. Today, most watermelons do not have any seeds. So no seeds in this watermelon. But they used to. Watermelons used to have big black seeds that were fun to count and spit. So here in this picture, we see all of the little black seeds. You can't eat them, but you can do things like count them and spit them. You can still find some watermelons with seeds, but it is not easy. Farmers have specifically grown and bred watermelons to have very small white seeds that can be eaten. So remember, the black seeds you can't eat. We talked about how you can count them and spit them, but you can't eat them. The white seeds can be eaten. Most watermelon is red, but did you know there are some varieties that are pink, yellow, or white? So here's our pink, our yellow, our white. What can you make with watermelon? You can make juice, salad, salsa, and even some sorbet. Some people even use the rind or the outer shell of the watermelon to make pickles. Do you like watermelon? Use your core board or your vocabulary board and tell someone, do you like watermelon? I like that, or I don't like that. I like that. I love watermelon. Make sure you try some this summer, maybe on a picnic. So that was the end of our story about watermelons. So again, our main idea is watermelon, and we had many details throughout our story. So I'm going to pick one detail that I remember from our story, and that was the word salsa. So we learned that we could make watermelon salsa. We can go back to that picture. So it says right here, you can make salsa, and here's the picture. I've actually never had watermelon salsa before, but I think I would try it. Does that sound good to you? Would you try that? I like that. I would like to try that. Or I do not like that. I would not like to try that. Watermelon salsa. I would try it. So I would like to try that. So that was one detail from today's reading. Now you're going to get out your worksheets that we're going to work on. I'm going to do two with you, and then you're going to do two on your own or with a family member or friend. So we're sequencing by size. So that means we're putting these pictures here in order by their size. And if we look at our worksheet, it says tiny, large. So we're going to start with our smallest watermelon and then sequence them, making it bigger each time we move until the very last one is going to be the largest watermelon. So if you need a minute to pause, go ahead and pause and cut out your pictures. Once you're ready, go ahead and unpause and you can get started. So like I said, our first picture is tiny. Our box is tiny. We're starting with the smallest watermelon. So look at the pictures here at the bottom. Which one is the smallest? I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to look at it. Compared to my other ones, this one's smaller than this one. It's smaller than this one. Smaller than this one. And smaller than this one. So this is our smallest watermelon, and it is going to go in our first box. So again, we're sequencing or putting this in order by size. And this is our smallest watermelon. So let's go ahead and grab another watermelon. How about this one here? All right, if we look at these two watermelons, this one is smaller. This watermelon on the top is smaller. How about these two watermelons? Which one's smaller? That's right, the bottom one is smaller. So we know this one is actually going to be our next smallest watermelon. All right, our next one, oh, it's already in the middle, so we can actually look at it. Which one's smaller, this one or this one? This watermelon is definitely smaller. How about the one next to it? This watermelon or this watermelon? Which one's smaller? That's right, this watermelon here. So this is going to be our next watermelon. Now we're down to our last two watermelon. Which one is smaller if we look at these two pictures? This watermelon or this watermelon? That's right, this one here. So then this one is our largest watermelon, and the word large is right above it. So we started from our smallest watermelon, and then we watched our watermelon get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And this final one is the largest of all of them. Good job. We're going to do one more together. This time we're going to look at the fruit strawberries. So we need to start again with our smallest, the tiny watermelon, or I'm sorry, strawberry. So which one is the tiny or the smallest watermelon? Look at all these, and which one do you think is the smallest? This one looks the smallest to me, and the way that I'm going to double check is I'm going to hold it above each one and see which one's bigger, this one or this one. I'm sorry, which one's smaller? This strawberry or this strawberry? This one's smaller. Let's move on to the next one. Which one's smaller? This one or this one? That's right, this one is. Let's look at this. Which strawberry is smaller? This one or this one? Good job. And lastly, which strawberry is smaller? This strawberry or this strawberry? I think so too. This strawberry is the smallest one, so it's going to go right in the first box under the word tiny because this is the smallest of all of our strawberries. Let's look at the next one. Which one looks like it's going to be the next smallest? I think this one. Let's take a look. Which one's smaller? This top one. Okay, which one's smaller between this one and this one? I think this is the smaller one. And last one. Which strawberry is smaller? I agree. So we're going to put this one here. So we have our second strawberry in place. Now we have 3 more pictures, so let's look and see which one out of these 3, this one, or this one is the smallest. I think the middle one. Let's look at our last 2 pictures. Which one is smaller, this strawberry or this strawberry? This strawberry, very good. And lastly, our last strawberry goes here, and that is our largest or our biggest strawberry. So if we look at our strawberry from the very beginning, we have our smallest one, and as we look at each picture, the strawberry gets a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, and then our biggest strawberry, our largest strawberry. So we sequenced our strawberry by size, from the tiniest to the largest, the smallest to the biggest. Very good. You have 2 or 3 more worksheets that are sequencing different fruits. I want you to go ahead and practice on your own and try to make sure that you look at each one and you have your smallest and your biggest fruit and watch it grow in between. Great job today, guys. I will see you tomorrow. We will be doing another activity on watermelon. Have a great day.